Hello all, this is a review of the Amptweeker SwirlPool, which there's the autofocus kicked in there for a second. This is the pedal in question. It was very strange trying to work off of a video return off my, So if I make funny moves, just poke myself in the eye, just ignore all that. First of all, this is a mod, so if you haven't heard the pedal as it usually is produced, I suggest you see some other videos first. It might help as far as so I don't have to explain other things. I'm going to do a quick overview of the pedal, but if you want to get the real in-depth story on the pedal, I would say the best one is James Brown's own review of his pedal, because of course he built the thing, so he can tell you he built it and he knows what he's talking about. So quick overview. Good Lord. Okay, on-off pedal, on-off button, switch between the two settings. So this pedal is basically a slow and a fast version, if you want to call it that. So you can switch between the two settings on the pedal. So you have two sets of knobs and they do all the things that you can get. So you in effect have two SwirlPool pedals in one. So you can have one set for a slow, even, and another one for a much faster, say for a lead sound, which brings up the second part. There are two effects loop on the back. So this one goes into the second setting on the pedal. So if you have your favorite, say, lead sound that you prefer on one of your pedals, you can run that in here. So when you kick into the second speed, it will have your overdrive or your distortion or whatever you particularly like already set in there. It'll kick in. As soon as you pop out, it's out of the loop. Very nice, handy loop. Then this is the universal, so it would be an always-on pedal. Now, originally when James talked to me about this, he told me that I was going to lose one of these buggers for what I wanted, which was to have a stereo version of the pedal. So we talked a little bit. He told me he had some pedals, and that either, I don't remember if they were a used pedal or a demo or a return, that I could have at a very good price, which he gave me a very good price, and the mod, which is a standard, I think, price for a mod, which is $50, and that he would work on one and see if he could make it happen. And I contacted him a couple times, and he finally told me he had made it work. It sounded very good, and I told him definitely, then let's do it. So what had ended up happening, which is everything on the pedal ends up being exactly the way it is on a regular production pedal. The loops are still intact. I didn't lose anything. What he did, as you can see here from the side, I'm trying to get this thing, there we go. I still can't get this right. There we go. There are now two jacks instead of one for the output jack. So the second jack is the stereo, and if you see here, no, I'm going the wrong direction. There we go. You see here, this is an actual knob. Adding knobs to thing is fantastic. I love knobs. Gotta have knobs. The more knobs, the better. Because you have lots of knobs up here, and they has an extra knob now. And what this does, which is quite nice, is since these, which one? I'm not sure which one I'm looking at here. Yeah, I'm not sure what the volume setting is or how he set that up, but this gives you a volume setting for the stereo jack out, so you can blend, level the balances. So obviously you're going to need 2 amps or 2 lines going out to your mixer or whatever you're doing, or your recording device. So this gives you a chance of blending the sound together, volume adjusting the sound, which I like because I have 2 amps and they're quite different. I have a Orange Tiny Terror and a Vox AC50, and the AC50 is bloody loud. And it would be, for me on stage, the one that I would put farthest away from me and possibly farther away from the audience, in which case I'd make it louder, and it's very nice to be able to adjust the volume from the pedal when you kick the pedal in. Very nice feature, love it. James did a great job on this, and the sound is, to me, fantastic. In fact, I have another Vibe pedal, which I like. It's mono, and it sounds good for what it does, but for really wonderful, just in-depth, thick, psychedelic kind of sound, 60s kind of stuff, this thing sounds wonderful, and I love it in stereo. I listened to all the videos first, including James' video. I like the sound, but I really wanted the stereo because I used 2 amps both when I record and when I'm going to be getting this out hopefully soon to start performing. So I wanted to have something in stereo. And that's my only hesitation about getting this when I first saw it, and I saw another video which James mentioned his mods, and I think he and I had talked about it on another pedal as well. And he's very good to talk to. He's always responsive. I think I had an email letter in the first mod I was going for, which ended up not only not working out, but since he came out with I bought originally the Tight Fuzz from him, and when he came up with the Tight Fuzz Pro, the mods that we were talking about were in the thing. So now I have to upgrade my pedal to the Pro because it's exactly what I wanted in the first place. So thanks, James, for anticipating what I wanted. I just now have to come up with the money to buy the thing. So what I'm going to do now is going to stop this bit. I'm going to switch over hopefully to the audio off of my, the inputs in my audio interface to the program I'm using, and hopefully I can record this in stereo so you'll be able to hear both amps and hear what this thing sounds like in stereo. So I hope that works. Be back. Okay. You're hearing me through the microphones on the amps right now, so I don't have a direct. So I'll try to speak loud enough. Just brief. Right now I've got the SwirlPool. You'll just hear it coming from my Vox amp, which is definitely going to be the louder one. I haven't got anything to really balance these on, so I'm just going for the balance that I can get. So here's just one side coming out from the SwirlPool. Bring in the other side up, and hopefully you'll be able to hear now the difference in stereo. As you heard there at the end, the settings do ramp between each other, which is rather nice. Quite like that. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you get an idea what it sounds like. Please feel free to leave any comments, questions. Otherwise, contact James at Amptweeker, and he can probably answer in-depth questions for you. And thanks for listening, and take care.